Very good morning to my dear students. Today we'll be starting up the theory of chapter 15, that is interface Python with MySQL. Today we'll be reading out the theory, and in next lecture we'll be starting up with the practical part of it. Okay, so what all topics we'll be covering: connecting to MySQL with Python, parameterized queries, performing insert and update queries. So firstly, let me introduce you why we are reading this chapter. We have read chapter 13, 14 and 12 also related to MySQL, and we have executed a number of queries for that. Okay, so when we are making a project, that time we need Python, that is our front end, and that MySQL, which is our back end. They both should get connected. Okay, this will provide you the programming part, and this will provide you the MySQL will provide your database part. So when we need to connect these two things together, Python with MySQL, so how to get connected with it is related to this chapter only, means this chapter is related to this topic only. Okay, so let us start this chapter. So this chapter will be helpful for making projects when you are connecting your Python project with your MySQL database. Okay, so I hope you all have installed the particular software, means this connector, MySQL connector, that you have installed by watching the previous video that I uploaded earlier also. If not, then go through that video and install that MySQL connector so that we can work or we can connect it with the Python. Okay, so basically in order to connect to the database from within the Python, you need a library that provides connectivity. Okay, connectivity functionality means it will create a connection between the Python and the MySQL. Okay, so for that we need a library also, that is known as MySQL connector. So in every program wherever we are trying to connect MySQL with Python, we will use this library at the top using the import keyword. Okay, we'll see how we should use it. So but you must keep this thing in mind: MySQL connector is the name of the library that you must include while you are trying to establish a connection between your Python and MySQL database. Okay, so now connecting to the MySQL from the Python, for that you need this library. I told you MySQL.connector library is required. Okay, in every script that you are writing in the Python ideally, or in Python language software. Okay, so what are the steps that are required to create a connection between the two? First one is you should start the Python. Okay, for that Python should be installed in your laptop or your system. Okay, then after that you need to import the package required for database programming. What is that package? I told you this one is your package, MySQL connector. Okay, this library or package you need to import in second step. Then open a connection to the database. Then you need to create a connection, and for creating a connection you need a cursor. So what is this cursor? We will read this topic in detail. Actually it is just like a pointer that is helping you to access the database of MySQL. Okay, next is, then after you have created a connection between the database, and you have created a cursor also to fetch the data, then you need to execute the query. Okay, then the executed query will extract the data from your database, or we can say from the result set, and finally once your operation has been done, then you will clean up the environment. Okay, let us study these 7 steps in detail. So firstly you need to open your Python software, and it can be ideally or a Spider IDE. Okay, we are using ideally, basically we are not using Spider IDE. Fine, next step is import MySQL connector package. So at the very beginning of that particular program or the Python script, you must write import MySQL.connector. Okay, and we can write the same as this, means what addition we have done it. we are giving a nickname to this particular library, because the name of the library is little bit long, so we are trying to give it a nickname, and that is in Python language is known as alias. So it is the other name or short name that we can say for this particular library. It can be anything. Okay, nickname that you are giving to that particular, after as is a keyword that helps you to give a short name of to a particular thing which is written before it, and after it whatever is the nickname or short name you are giving. So mysql.connector will be now known with this name, SQL tor. Okay, so it is your choice. Every time we need to create a link between this. With the help of this library only we'll be able to create a link with Python, and with SQL also. SQL and Python connectivity will be done on the basis of this library only. So we have to use this name many times in the program, and we are giving a short name to this library as SQL tor. Okay. So if you are not using this, if you are writing this statement, that is also fine. If you are using this statement, that is also fine. But if you are using this statement, then you will not be writing MSQL mysql.connector every time. Instead of it, you will be writing SQL tor. Okay. You will see in the next step how we are using it. Okay. So now once your library has been imported, and now third step will be to create a connection to MySQL database. Okay. For that we need a function, that is connect function. Okay, so this connect function will help you to create a connection to the MySQL database, and this function requires four parameters, that is first is your host, second is the user, third is your password, and fourth is your database. So how this is going to work, this connect function, how it is going to work means what type of values you need to pass in those four parameters. Let us discuss it one by one. Firstly, you understand it, this connection object. We need a connection object that will create a connection, okay, between the Python and the database, MySQL database. So you see what he has done. MySQL.connector he has written as it is, and through this library he is trying to create a connection using this connect function. It's your choice. If you don't want to write this mysql.connector, you can write like this also, as he has used this alias. Okay, sql SQL tor. Then if you are not using this statement, means if you have given you are using this statement, then you will use SQL tor dot connect. Okay, either you can write mysql dot connector, or you can write SQL tor dot connect. Fine. So it's your choice totally. So firstly you need to write the host name. Okay, so host name is always be the local host, because we are using a system that we are using independently. Okay, we are not using it as a server under which we are running many SQL clients. Okay, we are using a single computer, means our laptop only, so host will always be the local host only. Okay, then user is the name of your system. Okay, whatever it means, user by default in SQL it will be root only if you have not changed it, and 90% of us we are not changing it while installation, so user value will always be root only. Okay, password is the password that you are using to enter inside your database. Okay, while installing or while using your database, whatever password you are giving, your database means your MySQL software. Okay, so beta, listen to me very carefully. Python plus MySQL, both softwares are required to get installed before you start doing this process. Okay, if you don't have MySQL, if you don't have Python, then you can't do this particular connection. So both softwares are compulsory, then only this process will be worth. Okay, so host will always be the local host and user will be root. Okay, then password will be the password that you are using to enter to your MySQL. Okay, and database, whatever database you need to use, initially, see, every time I have told you, when you need to enter to your database, so you use command use abc to enter to a database. Okay, whatever databases you have created, and among them whatever you want to use to make the connectivity, so whatever database is existable previously, then that is only allowed to be named here. Okay, if you have not created a test database, then you cannot write test here. If you are writing, then no connection will be established. Okay, like you have created a database abc in mysql, then you will name it abc instead of test. I'll tell you in next class how to do the practical of it, how to create a connectivity. I'm just giving an overview from your book. Okay, the practical part will be taken up in your next class. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you the complete process how to get connected. Fine. So in third step, we are going to create a connection with the help of this connect function, and it requires four parameters. One is your host, second is your user, third is your password, and fourth is your database. Host value will always be localhost, and user will be your root only, and password will be the password that you are entering while entering to your MySQL database, and database value will be that you need to use to create connection with the Python. Okay, so once your connection function is executed, and if it has extracted out that database and password is also right, and the host is also local host, and root user is your root, means once these four parameters are okay, the connection will get established successfully, and there will be no error. If the python reports no error, it means you have successfully connected to your mysql database. Okay, and if you want to check it whether this connection has been established properly or not, then you can check it using is connected function. So you will write the syntax like this: if mycon dot is connected. Mycon is what? See, mycon is that particular variable, okay, that is actually storing the connectivity in the form of yes or no only. Okay, you are going to establish a connection using this library. This connect function will tell you whether this connection has been made or not. So if the connection has been made, the mycon will get one value. If the connection has not been established, then mycon will get zero value. Okay, so you are trying to check mycon dot is connected. If it is true, then it will print mysql is successfully connected to your python. Otherwise it will give you an error message. Okay, so till now we have covered this part only, and this part says that firstly we need to create a connection with the library. Okay, see here what he has done. He has used the alias. Instead of mysql dot connector, he is using sql tor. Okay, now sql tor dot connect. Previously he has written mysql dot connector dot connect. Now what he has done, he has renamed mysql dot connector as sql tor, and now he is writing sql tor dot connect. I hope it is clear. Fine. So if that particular connection is okay, then the connectivity has been done. Okay, next step we'll be discussing in our next tutorial. Thank you. Revise this tutorial, because if this tutorial is not uh, understandable by you, then the fourth step will not be clear to you. Okay, thank you so much.